Well, let's head out to Southern Ontario right now, where Kasia Bodurka is joining us. Kasia, where are you on your adventure today?
Okay, well, it's a bit of a somber one, Nicole, today. We come to you live from the McCowan and Nugget Road area in Scarborough, Ontario, where Toronto's fourth homeless man was found dead as a result of the extreme cold. So here we are, we're at the train tracks, obviously, and there was a makeshift shelter and a campsite that was built by this homeless person, and unfortunately they were found dead in this area on Wednesday morning. Temperatures right now sitting at about -9, and it feels closer to -15, Nicole.
And Kasia Bodurka is joining us right now in the Greater Toronto region.
Yeah, Nicole, there is still snow on the ground, though, from that previous system, but no snow flying, that's for sure. We still do have high pressure in place. It is cold, as you mentioned, so you can certainly see my breath. We've got temperatures at about -10, as you mentioned. It feels cooler than that, and temps not going up a whole lot. Base temperatures, yes, by about 5 degrees into the afternoon, but it's not going to feel too much warmer today with the winds. We have a southwesterly flow. We're going to be seeing wind gusts of about 40 km, and that's going to keep temperatures feeling like -10 for a lot of us. Further away from the lakes as you're stepping out, so places like Kitchener, Waterloo, as well as Orangeville, it's -14, so cooler there. It feels closer to -20. It is -23 right now in the nation's capital. Keep warm, my friends.
We'll head outside to Kasia Bodurka, who's feeling the chill in Southern Ontario. Tell us where you are, Kasia.
Yeah. Well, we're in Scarborough, Nicole, and we do have a somber story that we are following. Another homeless person was found dead not too far from here, so we'll be bringing you the information to you throughout the show when we do find the site. It's not too far from where we're at here at McCowan and the corner of Nugget. But meanwhile, temperatures, I mean, it's still extreme cold, and of course that has to do with that death that we're telling you about. It feels like -15 right now here in the city of Toronto. Base temperatures are at about -9, and temps not getting too much better throughout the day. And it's funny because we stepped outside thinking, well, today's a reprieve. Really, back on Tuesday, that was our coldest day, record-breaking cold. But Dwayne, our cameraman, and I are noticing it's still bone-chilling cold. And with more on that, we send it back to you inside, Nicole.
Kasia has more in Scarborough.
Yeah, it is a chilly morning, that's for sure. Nicole and Chris, good morning to you. It's about -9, and temperatures feel a little bit closer to about -15, and daytime highs not doing too much better than that. But we come to you live from an area behind this yellow tape. There's a makeshift shelter which was created by a homeless person. It burnt down by the source, which he was trying to heat himself. It's being guarded by Toronto police at this point. But this is Toronto's fourth homeless person to have died, and it's thought that mostly these people are dying as a result of the extreme cold temperatures. 6 extreme cold weather alerts have been issued already for the city of Toronto just in the past few days, I mean in this year. So it's certainly been a cold start to the year, and a really sad one as well. To you inside.
Kasia Bodurka joining us live right now with that story.
Yeah, we've already seen, Nicole, 6 extreme cold weather alerts, I should say, in the city of Toronto this past year, so in the past 15 days. And we come to you outside of a scene, this yellow tape here behind that. We do have the scene of a fire which took the life of a homeless man who made himself a makeshift shelter. And it's thought that the source that he was using to heat the shelter, so it's thought that it was, just a fire that he had built himself, that it obviously caused a fire and killed the man. This is Toronto's 4th death related to the extreme cold in the past 2 weeks. So it's a really unfortunate story, Nicole, all to do with these temperatures that we're dealing with right now. It feels like -15 with the winds. Base temperature sitting at -9 in the city of Toronto.
But it's certainly cold this morning, especially with the wind chills, and Kasia can attest to that. She's outside.
Oh, yes. It's -9 right now in the city of Toronto, and it feels closer to -15. Very similar across the board throughout Southern Ontario. We come to you from a scene guarded by Toronto police. You have the yellow tape, and in behind the yellow tape, the scene of a fire which killed another homeless man. That's the city's 4th homeless man to have died in the last 2 weeks because of the extreme cold. And this has actually sparked up quite the conversation in city council. City officials and the city's new mayor are, of course, talking about making shelters a little bit bit more accessible. Of course, they're at full capacity or very close to full capacity at this point. So that conversation continues. But in the meantime, I'm going to send it back to you inside, Nicole.